Good afternoon. My topic for the extra credit project was food additives. Over the course of 2 weeks, we discussed different types, what their purpose was in food, and I did a little research just to get a broad definition of what it was or a correct definition. And according to the Food Protection Committee of the Food and Nutrition Board, a food additive can be defined as a substance or a mixture of substances other than basic foodstuff, which is present in food as a result of any aspect of production, processing, storage, and packaging. Food additives are substances that have been added to food for a specific purpose, which include to maintain and improve nutritional value by adding vitamins and minerals, to enhance and maintain the safety of food products by adding preservatives, to enhance flavor and impart desired flavors, as well as consumer acceptability by adding in flavor enhancers as well as color pigments. It is also used to maintain product consistencies by adding emulsifiers, stabilizers, as well as thickening agents, and it is also used to facilitate the processing of food products. With food additives being such a broad topic, we were only able to discuss certain ones in class. One category of food additives we were able to discuss would be preservatives, which prolong the shelf life of food by protecting it against deterioration by microorganisms. In the preservative category, we were able to discuss 3 or 4 different types, which included acids, which are used to increase the acidity or impart a sour taste of a food product. An example of an acid would be acetic acid, which inhibits the bacterial and yeast growth. One example would be vinegar, which is used in ketchup as well as in mayo. In addition to preservatives, we also discussed the chelators, which are metal chelating agents used to stabilize food properties such as flavor, color, and textures that are affected by the presence of metal ions in food. One example of this is EDTA, which is ethylene diamino tetraacetic acid. This is used in preventing the graying of potatoes, as well as prevent the darkening of canned legumes, as well as the haziness of juices. In addition to discussing gelatinors, we also talked about flavor enhancers, which are used to enhance the existing taste and or odor of food. There are 3 different types of flavor enhancers that we discussed in class. One being MSG, which is monosodium glutamate, which gives food the meaty, chickeny flavor, as well as nucleotides. These are the alternative to MSG. They are GMP as well as IMP. These are used in gravies as well as soups. And then we have the sweetener, which is maltol, which is added to chocolates and candies to give it that sweet aroma. It is also used in coffees as well. Along with acids, there are also antimicrobial agents which prevent or check the growth of microorganisms, and they also extend the shelf life of snacks and convenience foods. In addition to that, we have antioxidants, which are used to prevent lipid and vitamin oxidation in foods, as well it does prolong the shelf life of food as well. Examples would be vitamin C and E, as well as BHT, which is bethylated hydroxytoluene, as well as anti-browning agents, which are used to prevent enzymatic and non-enzymatic browning reactions in food products such as dried vegetables and fruits. Examples include vitamin C, citric acid, as well as sodium sulfite. So when those apples turn brown, these are added to prevent that or try to inhibit the growth of the browning reaction. In addition to flavor enhancers, we also discussed texturizing agents, which add or modify the overall texture of the food product as well as give a different mouthfeel to the product. Texturizing agents were broken down into 2 different types. You have emulsifiers, which form and maintain a uniform mixture of 2 or more immiscible phases. This allows flavors and oils to be dispersed evenly throughout a food product, as well as stabilizers, which provide texture in food products such as ice cream, and they also prevent the evaporation or deterioration of volatile flavor oils. In addition to texturizing agents, we also discuss sweeteners, which are non-sugar substances which impart a sweet taste to food. These can be broken into a natural category or a synthetic category. A natural category would consist of honey. The synthetic would consist of aspartame, as well as saccharin. Aspartame is what we consider equal, whereas saccharin is sweet and low. So this is an alternative to normal high fructose corn syrup, or as most people call it, table sugar. Sucralose is also included in the category, which is also known as Splenda. Food additives are added to food to enhance food, to make it better, to make it healthier for us to use. Some people use food additives for the wrong reason. Some of these include to disguise faulty or inferior processes, as well as to conceal spoilage, to include spoilage, damage, or other inferior, to deceive the consumer.